A cat named Whiskers lived for many years with his mistress, an elderly woman named Mrs. Thompson. Whiskers was her constant companion, always by her side and always ready for a cuddle. But one day, Mrs. Thompson became very ill. She was taken to the hospital, and Whiskers was left alone in the house. Days turned into weeks, and there was no sign of Mrs. Thompson returning home. Whiskers waited patiently, but he knew something was wrong. Finally, a car pulled up outside the house, and a man got out. Whiskers recognized him as the vet who had come to the house before. The man approached Whiskers and gently picked him up, telling him that Mrs. Thompson had passed away and that it was time for him to go to sleep. Whiskers understood what was happening. He had heard the vet's words before when he had come to give him his shots. But as the vet prepared the injection, something strange happened. Whiskers looked up at the vet with a knowing expression, as if he understood everything. The vet paused, staring into Whiskers' eyes. He had never seen a cat look at him like that before. And then, just as he was about to administer the injection, Whiskers suddenly leaped out of his arms and ran out of the house. The vet was shocked and confused. He followed Whiskers outside, calling his name, but the cat was nowhere to be found. For days, the vet searched for Whiskers, but he had disappeared. Then, one day, the vet received a call from Mrs. Thompson's niece. She had been going through her aunt's things and found a letter addressed to the vet. In the letter, Mrs. Thompson had written about how much she loved Whiskers and how she wanted him to be taken care of after she was gone. She had asked the vet to take Whiskers to a nearby animal shelter and find him a loving home. The vet was touched by Mrs. Thompson's words and saddened that he had not been able to fulfill her wish. But then, he realized something. Whiskers had understood everything. He had known that Mrs. Thompson was gone and that he needed to leave the house. And he had known that the vet was not going to take him to a new home, but rather put him to sleep. Whiskers had run away because he had a different plan. He had decided to find a new home on his own, one where he could be loved and cared for just as Mrs. Thompson had done. And so, the vet never saw Whiskers again, but he knew that the cat had found his way to a new family who loved him just as much as his beloved mistress had.